Okay, so our next performer is going to be Jaiden, and if you want to, I guess, unmute yourself and then announce your name and the piece that you'll be playing for us today.
Yeah, so my name is Jaiden, and I'll be playing Scarlatti's Sonata in C minor.
All right, awesome. So that was Jaden performing the Scarlatti Sonata in C minor. All right, cool. So we have a slightly different system for the poll today. I know that we used the old poll for the first performance, but for this one, we are going to be using the new polling system from Oclef Pro. So if you guys want to go to this link, if you click on the link, what's going to happen is that you'll be led to a basically a window where it says, it'll say enter your name, and then it'll have the same polling features, except everything will be out of 10. And yeah, if you want to take a quick second, make sure to fill that out, and then we'll kind of just go from there.
I don't see the poll.
You don't see the, check the link in the chat. We're pulling through that link. So basically click on the link and then it should bring you to the website or to the Oclef Pro. And then it should show you a poll. So you just enter your name at the top and then you can fill out the polling information from there. And then in the meantime, if anyone has any verbal feedback to give, you can raise your hand pretty much. So our poll results are coming in. So poll results are coming in. Does anyone have any verbal feedback to give? Before I start calling out people. so far. How about Jenna? If you have any verbal feedback to give, so you just turned in your poll.
Oh, I liked your range of dynamics. I think it made it very interesting. I would suggest like slowing down a bit because you did mess up a few times, but otherwise it was pretty good.
Cool. So we have almost all our results in. Um, okay, so I'll just start reading off the results. If you haven't turned it in yet, just make sure to get it in. We have most of the people have turned it in already. But yes, and then if there's any trouble with the poll link, let me know. Cool. So in terms of articulation, you got, and this is all out of 10. So you got an 8, 8, and a 9. Articulation was really good, I thought. I thought it was really, really clean. It was really, really clear. There wasn't really any issues with the articulation that I can think of or really point out. So good job on that. In terms of balance, you got a 7, 7, and then a 9. And I'm just reading out the numbers. You can also check this on Oclef Pro later on. 7, 7, 9. So balance, I thought was pretty good. It was pretty clear how you voiced everything out. And even when, especially when you kind of had the contrapuntal, the 2-to-1 counterpoint type of thing going on, you still voiced everything pretty clearly. And I could hear like the left hand and the right hand pretty balanced out. Dynamics, 4, 6, and 10. Yeah, I think the dynamics were a little bit top heavy. That's the biggest thing I would say. So making sure, I thought, I do agree with Jenna, definitely you added a lot of dynamics that made it really, really interesting. But I think there were some sections that were kind of, it looks like it goes between like forte and piano a lot. So kind of maybe adding greater contrast, greater emphasis between what is forte and what is piano. So then we can have that. So that's clear. And then on movement, 6, 6, and 10. I wasn't able to watch movement, so I don't really have much feedback since I was kind of moving the music. But that's the numbers that you got. And then on phrasing, you got 7, 7, and 9. And phrasing was good. I thought the phrasing was pretty good in terms of like bringing out all the voices and choosing like which voices to emphasize, all that stuff. I thought that was really, really nice. If there's any general feedback that I would give, I would say, especially since it's kind of the style of this piece and the way it's written, definitely probably working on like, there was like a few sections in the beginning, it was super confident and like it felt really, really great. And then as you kind of went on, there were like a few, I think, memory lapses kind of working through that. So going back with the memory matrix, maybe working out those like small sections and then just making sure those are really, really solid, and those should be good to go.